Lives. I have to elevate this. Very unprofessional behavior. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Welcome to the show. I have forgotten how to do these lives, so I don't know anything. Late O3 says Avigdhar. Yes, you are 153% correct. You need starting at one says Bandla Akhileshwar Reddy, Avigdhar official timekeeper. Thank you so much. Diptish Bose. Yes, we are friends. Thanks a lot for coming to watch the nonsense of today. The nonsense of today. I hope everybody's good. I was in Vizag last weekend, which is genuinely absolute fun times, even though it was. I don't think I've ever been to a city that has been so humid. I think I remember I went to Chennai in about 2014 or something like that, or 2012, and it was the hottest I've ever been to any place. And then Vizag came pretty close right now, even though it wasn't that hot. But thanks to all the Navy people who came up to me and spoke to me and told me stories, man, it was great. So I was doing a show, and I think we started at 7:30, and at 9 o'clock, these two dudes from the Navy just snuck in at the back, and they met me during breakfast in the morning. Like, hey, we're so sorry we snuck in at the back, and I'm like, hey, listen, you're from the armed forces, you can come anytime. It's all good, dude. And they told me some great stories about working in the Navy and stuff like that, which I'm going to add as part of a set. I think one of the things he told me is that I think I might be getting this completely wrong, which is that people in the Navy are allowed to maintain beards because, as per a very old Navy tradition, they didn't have enough. Water to shave, so they were allowed to not shave, and that's continued so far. So now all of them have beautiful, nice mustaches and beards, and I'm like, wow, man. So. Yeah, they were great. They just told me some fantastic stories. Pokhraj Roy says the fact that Navy people are sneaking to meet you is brilliant. Oh, dude, they didn't know who I was, Pokhraj. They were like, comedy chalu hai, chalte hain. After that, they're like, acha, this guy's not bad. But Vizag was absolutely awesome. So anybody who came out there, big thanks to you. Did almost 2 hours, 10 minutes. I hope everybody's good. Please give likes and all those things just so we get more people tuning in. I'm going to keep eating on the side when my friends talk because I just worked out, so I have to eat protein. Otherwise, if I don't eat protein, then I will eat my laptop. Those are the two options we have. Shavik Bagchi says, today we have Cyrus Says panelists. Oh yeah, Cyrus finished 1,000 episodes, man. It was quite awesome. Great job to Cyrus. Who knew? Who knew he had 1,000 episodes, enough of him talking to himself? Amrita Ravi Mohan says, hi Sorabh, nice catching up with you. I DM'd you for your Habitat show, but didn't receive any reply. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I get a lot of DMs. You see, it's just my DMs are flooded. It's just like all these actresses and actors trying to get in touch with me. They're just like, Saurabh, you're just like, how do we get sexy like you? And how do we work out? Like dude, Tiger Shroff is constantly asking me. He's like, bro, what's your schedule like, man? Just so I'm so sorry I couldn't tell this thing. Aman says, will you watch LSC first day? What is LSC? I don't know what LSC is. That's Bugs Bunny. Oh, yeah, that is Bugs Bunny. I didn't even realize this is what any t-shirt I found. Pokhraj says, eating laptop is not protein intake, but whatever works. You never know, man. You never know. Srinivas Iyengar asked me a very pertinent question. I got to answer these questions and I'll bring on my guest. Sorabh, please plan a UK tour soon. I am planning a UK tour. I don't know when. I think I'll probably pop in for a couple of days or something. Let's see. But yeah, mostly during October because my wife's birthday is around then. So I might just pop in around then. So yeah, I'll try and pop in. You forgot supermodels. Okay. Everybody, please send your chats and get your whatever else it is. And I'm going to bring on my first guest. My second guest is nowhere to be found. He's one of the most venerated people in the Gujarat comedy scene. He used to be friends with Manan Desai, but I don't know if he is anymore. Let's find out any gossip from the Gujarat scene. What happened in Gujarat? What is happening in his current life and his future lives? Let's talk about all his lives. He's a comedian of note, and the note is 100 rupee note. Give it up for Akash Mehta, everybody. Come on, let's do it. Hi.
And the note is 100 rupees is hilarious. Hi. Nice to be
What's
back.
up,
It's been a while.
Yeah. You don't have to look so sad also at the start, man. But you
No,
were here
I'm,
before I was.
I was very, I was very excited. I get very excited to do this.
Yeah.
To yipper yapper in the morning. It's a good start to the
One
day.
second. I got to ask who is Saurabh? You look like India's Andrew Tate. Who's Andrew Tate? Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
If it's not a cricketer, it's very unlikely for me to know.
Yeah.
And even if it's a cricketer, it's unlikely for me to know.
Yeah, like I realize I know such little about like women cricketers that Cricket Info will say XYZ retires, and I'm like, who is he? And then I'm like, oh wait, women also play cricket. You sexist.
Wow. नहीं मेरे साथ इतना तो नहीं होता है मैं थोड़ा पढ़ लेता है आर्टिकल but I've been totally
Yeah.
out of the loop with it I've been very like with this whole cricket has been very boring lately except for some of the fun tests that have been going on और वो भी मैं थोड़ा दूर
Yeah.
से ही देख रहा है
कहाँ बोरिंग भाई? तू पाकिस्तान श्रीलंका नहीं देख रहा क्या? क्या मजा आ रहा है
नहीं
वहां
मैं वही
पर?
कह रहा हूँ टेस्ट चल रहा है तो वही अच्छा चल रहा है बाकी कुछ अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है
हाँ, ये भी है. Okay, we have
हाँ
another venerated guest. He's I don't know what he
he's
is anymore.
he's
He's
here
just
is what he is
yeah, he's here. He's one of the leading founders of CrickBuzz. Has
yeah
massive investments in CrickBuzz. Earns a lot of money, 15% interest per month from CrickBuzz.
yeah
If any problems happen with CrickBuzz, please feel free to DM him directly and tell him कि क्या चल रहा है रे CrickBuzz का.
yeah
He's also a comedian of note, and that note is a 50 rupee note. Here is Abhijit Ganguly. Hi, good evening.
I'm waiting for one non-dicky introduction by you,
never
Sorabh. At least in one of
not
the streams.
possible
I'm just hoping one time we'll be like, it will not be a fucking hostile and fuck you kind of an introduction. And halka sa, moderately friendly, like full on friendly, with moderately friendly. Ek introduction. Come on, we deserve it.
Okay, wait. I'll do it again. I'll do your
hide
introduction
him
again. One second now. All right. He's you know, he does comedy. I think. Uh, he's a
अरे
he does, he does Kapil Sharma stole his joke. No, listen. He's a friend of mine. Abhijit Ganguly. That's as good as it
I think the Diggy interview was introduction was better, bro. I think at least वो दिल से तो आया था. This was just so. This was a pain. This was a train wreck.
I think it's I think it's easier to be positive when there is an audience. अगर ऐसा open में करेगा तो मैं अच्छे से बोलता है कि ये आदमी अच्छा है, दिल्ली से आया, भला आदमी है and all. But like ऐसा इंटरनेट पे फिर वो inauthentic ही लगता है वो.
नहीं आकाश वो तू कर सकता है. मैं स्पेशली टू एक भी आज तक मैं पॉडकास्ट या स्ट्रीम पे आया ही नहीं हूँ. मैं पंत नॉट जस्ट फकिंग डिस्ट्रॉयड ऐसे रात को ऐसे क्वेश्चनिंग कैरेक्टर वाला इंट्रोडक्शन और मैं मतलब नींद नहीं आ रही. और मैं अभी यार मेरे को माइग्रेन अटैक आ रहा था. मेरे को अरे नहीं कमिटमेंट दिया हुआ है आ रहा हूँ वापस आते बेइज्जती ये ले थप्पड़ ये एकदम.
Listen, we have a very important question to Abhijit about his career. This comes from Shavik Bagchi, who says Abhijit's mom is friends with my mom. She told me Abhijit shifted back to Delhi. Is it true?
Who told Shavik? Like who? Like my mother told your mother that I've shifted back, or your mother just told you? Because मैं shift back नहीं किया. आता रहता हूँ यार. मैं ऐसे shows जब होते हैं ना, we comedians have very वो thing कि जहाँ पैसा मिल जाता है हम show करने पहुँच जाते हैं. So I might have come back a couple of times in the last 2 weeks. So, but I have not shifted back to Bombay as much as I think Sorabh would be very happy about it if you know shift back to Delhi. Sorry, I love Nidhi मेरे को पीछे से correct करी. Shift back to Delhi. You are saying the sentence wrong. Migraine attack में भी.
I like that you are under Nidhi supervision all the time. Like you
अरे
know,
तूने देखा
like,
नहीं मैंने गाली दिया ना उसके बाद अचानक से मैंने ऊपर देख के सॉरी भी बोला. Apologetic छोड़ना पड़ता है.
Dude, but like I realize as comedians, right? Like your whole entry into becoming a comedian for a lot of us is awkwardness, right? You're awkward in life, so you're like, चलो यही कर लेते हैं. And I realized that like so I finally figured out something which I'm vaguely tolerable at, and so that's what I do. I was doing a photo shoot with my sister, and I was like, and they were like, smile, and I was like doing this, and they're like, no, like a real smile. I'm like, I don't know how to give a real smile. And the kind of feedback I was getting for 3 hours was just essentially saying, you don't know how to smile, you are a hideous human being. And after a point, you're like, dude, I've become a comedian, so I don't have to do this shit. I don't want to be normal.
Yeah.
That's boring.
Remember the first 2 years or 3 years of comedy where everybody would be like pictures may make funny faces. Like every kind of a thing was every creative में he'll be like and then after like जैसे शादी में होता है ना कभी कोई कि पहला 1 घंटा फोटोग्राफर परेशान करता है फिर रियलाइज करता है साली इसको तो मैं पैसे दे रहा हूँ सो आई कैन से नो टू हिम. तो उससे हमें 3-4 साल ऑफ कॉमेडी लग जाता है कि मुझे नहीं करना है यार फनी फेसेस मुझे नॉर्मली शक्ल आते हैं यार. बट
But none of us like one of the perks of doing comedy was कि like you would always get stage pay photos. So there was not really that much need ever to do that many photo shoots, which used to be a nice thing. लाइक मेरे को पहली बार किसी ने जब बोला कि ऐसा पोर्टफोलियो टाइप बनाना चाहिए, आई वाज लाइक पर क्यों? लाइक मैं जो करता है वो स्टेज पे देख, सब चेहरे भी बनाया है मैं, फनी फेस भी मिल जाएगा तेरे को. इट जस्ट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट. नाउ तो एवरी ईयर आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी डज वन वंस अ ईयर, आई गेस.
extensive photo shoot. I did extensive, but yeah, extensive photo shoot होता है एकदम ही, मतलब पूरा सब कुछ ऐसा बैकग्राउंड लेके.
हाँ.
मिरानी
भाई
का
मेरा
फोटोज
मैनेजर
डालता है यार,
मुझे
नितिन मिरानी के फोटोज
मेरा
देखिए इंस्टाग्राम में, घबराहट हो जाती है. लद्दाख में है, कभी ऐसे माइक पकड़ के जूता ऐसा दिख रहा है उसका, ये तो मैं डर ही जाता हूँ क्या डाल रहा है यार. सॉरी
But
सौरभ, यू आर सेइंग.
ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है कि लाइक इवन व्हेन इट कम्स टू लुकिंग गुड, द इट्स ऑलवेज द सेम काइंड ऑफ लुकिंग गुड. लाइक यू नो व्हाट आई मीन. लाइक मेरे को इतने सालों से इतने सारे स्टाइलिस्टों ने शो में आके बोला है कि तू बहुत गंदा दिखता है, प्लीज अच्छे कपड़े पहन. एंड एवरी टाइम दे हैव टोल्ड मी टू डू दैट, इट्स ऑलवेज बीन द सिमिलर थिंग ऑफ लाइक ऐसा जीन्स, ये वाला शर्ट, ये वाला हेयर कट. एंड इट्स लाइक द डेफिनेशन ऑफ गुड लुकिंग इज सेम नो मैटर हु यू आर एज अ पर्सन.
yeah.
You know what I
गोरा हो
Everybody
जा
wants
थोड़ा
you to
सा,
conform.
गोरा हो जा
हाँ.
थोड़ा सा कुछ कर
वो
ले.
हाँ, वो
Everybody wants
मतलब
you to
कैरेक्टर.
conform.
Yeah, there's no like
And look, like so what Abhijit said earlier, right? Where it's like
yeah.
चाहिए तुमको, and like to end में ना, and we had a very good photographer actually. The guy was very sweet, but they, you know what photograph is going to make it to the cover, no? Like nobody's tuning into me to go like, अरे आज सौरभ बड़ा sexy लग रहा है हो, आज तो मैं जरूर करूंगी. Like it's nobody's looking at me like that. Like
Yeah.
everybody's
That is
looking at.
Kenny. That is Kenny and Kanan. That is not us.
Hey, they're almost. I have almost 6 female fans. I want to tell you that.
But it's so funny.
मेरे को तो कोई
I love-
स्टेज, कोई अगर चाहे भी तो मैं स्टेज पे क्या बात करता है वो सुन के कोई भी टर्न ऑफ हुई हो जाएगा. लाइक कभी somehow you know it always comes back to like बगल and shitting for me. तो like वो कोई मेरे से टर्न ऑन हो ही नहीं सकता for more than 3 minutes.
Says the man
I
who's
mean-
just about to get married, bro.
Yeah.
हाँ, इसीलिए शादी.
Hey, yeah. Have you had uncles come up to you and say stuff? The standard uncle thing of like, अभी तो जिंदगी तबाह होने वाली है आपकी. अभी सब
हाँ,
कर लिया
सब,
लाइफ
सब.
में. Oh,
तू
it's
2
great.
साल में
I love that.
जिंदगी से गिव अप कर देगा, ऐसा
और
बोला है
उसके
मैंने.
बाद ये ना आप यूज कर लेना अपने शो पे, ये आप अपने show में अपने use कर लो, मेरे को कोई क्रेडिट नहीं चाहिए. I don't even want credits.
Yeah. That
Once
तो
again,
I get
I have to say this. Pokhraj Roy says, Lamau Sorab, you have a cis gay male fan who loves how you look. Yeah, in your face, man. Abhijit Ganguly saying, I have
Yo.
nobody who finds me
See,
attractive.
the unnecessary hostility is always there. Yeah, in your case, ठीक था. There was no reason for Abhijit Ganguly in the end, but Saurabh just goes like, ये बोलने वाला दिल नहीं सकता. Sorry, but ये दिल्ली fan. So fuck this guy. Yeah.
Akash was saying something. Sorry, I interrupted. So, sorry,
I
Abhijit
completely
interrupted you.
forgot.
No, you
I
talk
would
about
much rather
weddings.
listen to this. No, कुछ नहीं, they suck. Everything sucks. I'm very tired. Look at my hair. I haven't had time to get a haircut, and I know I have to.
Okay, but Shavik Bagchi asks, Akash, would you like to capitalize on your wedding like Aishwarya Mohan Raj?
No, it is a private affair. It is
Great
not
question,
for
Shavik, that you have asked. I
consumption.
would like to hear all ears about this question.
I have
Shavik.
no brand integrations in my wedding. I have no nothing. कोई ऐसा हैशटैग प्रोमोटेड पोस्ट नहीं निकलेगा शादी का. जो भी है मेरे को कुछ ऐसा, मैं वेडिंग वीडियोग्राफर से बात कर रहा है. वेडिंग वीडियोग्राफर मेरे को बोल रहा है कि वील गिव यू अ ट्रेलर टू योर वेडिंग मूवी and a teaser promo for your wedding movie. And I was like, एक सेकेंड, मैं वेडिंग मूवी का टीजर और ट्रेलर क्यों निकाल रहा है और कहाँ निकाल रहा है, ये कौन कर रहा है और क्यों, why? And I was like, no, like, and imagine celebrities are like doing integrations or whatever to get or influencers, whatever you want to call them, they are doing all this to mitigate costs, right? सादा लोग जो है, जो लोग के पास नहीं है 1 लाख फॉलोअर और whatever, वो लोग पैसा दे के ये कर रहा है.
अरे पर ये उनका लास्ट मौका है ना.
absurd.
Like the only
तो भाई वो तो बहुत पहले से कर रहा है.
Yeah. हाँ.
But it's
Dude, like there are
absurd,
two chances
dude.
that most not like people who are not in the public light in whatever format have to do all this shit. One is wedding, and the second is corporate functions. Those are the only two options where you can do all this gandmasti. And the thing in a corporate function is कोई और पैसा दे रहा है. Dude, like the amount these people charge for whatever is crazy. For like
He's just-
Sorry, my laptop was about to shut down. Sorry.
No,
This is the first
fair,
time
fair.
Sorabh has gone off screen and not used his kids as an excuse. Otherwise, he always
Yeah.
does this. Every time he goes, "अरे मेरा बच्चा है." I'm like, how do you question
बच्चा
that?
है
I guess
कोई.
okay, fine, yeah.
But did you do that for your wedding, Abhijit? Did you have a trailer and all?
No, man, look at me. I'm fucking Bengali and wife's Gujarati, and like we don't like. I mean, what Akash is saying, it's not just non-influencer. It's तो बहुत पहले से ही चल रहा है. Basically, it's the whole thing of हम लोग को kind of feel like Bollywood stars, like when in your weddings, and kind of feel like that, kind of have like that princess, princess kind of. इसलिए तो
Yeah.
mother photo shoot, ये photo shoot, वो सब होता है just to,
Yeah.
you know, so that we everybody हम लोग थोड़ा special feel करें. But yeah, खर्चा. So I was like, अरे मतलब, but by the way, my मेरी हमारी शादी पे my brother-in-law, his brother, he was pretty pepped up, and he wanted to use like a drone and all, and he did get his way. Like he wanted a drone
Yeah.
for his, like मेरी बहन की शादी में drone होएगा. और dude, it's very weird because drone संभालने वाला ना आदमी सबसे फकॉल पर्सन होता है कैमरा क्रू टीम में, जिसको भी, क्योंकि किसको भी थोड़ा सा भी स्किल सेट है कैमरा वगैरह का, उसके हाथ में तो कैमरा है. सो लाइक इट्स अ दिल्ली वेडिंग, ऑब्वियस दिल्ली में, नोएडा में शादी हो रही है, तो इट्स द मोस्ट, मतलब सबसे मंगला सा बंदा जो 5 किलो अफीम और 3 किलो गांजा पी के आया करके ड्रोन ऐसे ले जा रहा है, और साइड से एकदम ड्रोन यूं बार बार जा रहे हैं.
Oh fuck.
शादी में डरा रहे हो या क्या सीन है? A lot of
Dude, in North India, it'd be funny where like they fire the gun up and a
Yeah,
flame
that's
falls.
what.
It's like that's an easy way to do. But yeah, did you get good shots from the drone? Is the question.
Yeah.
I have not. Nobody sees their wedding video. Yeah,
What?
Who sees their wedding video after? इतना सारा
No.
content है. Netflix मर जा रहा है बना के. Amazon मर रहा है. यहाँ पे साला एक हफ्ता निकल जाता है, कुछ ध्यान नहीं दिया तो 70 सीरीज निकल जाते हैं. अपना ही शादी
Yeah.
का बैठ के देखो, अरे कैसा लग रहा है ये अजीब सा. And we are all.
But I think that's
most of us are
like
celebrating
that's
people.
worth it. No, but that's the thing ना कि like मतलब अगर पैसा डाल रहे हो तो I want something that I can watch and rewatch. You know what I mean? Like I want all that wedding footage also.
5 साल बाद इस पे कैच अप करते हैं कि तूने कितनी बार वीडियो देखा. Because in general I think one of the most common recurring theme amongst all stand-ups is थोड़ा बहुत self hate तो होता है. इनफैक्ट stand-ups क्या, remotely decent person थोड़ा self hate तो रखेगा ही. तो मतलब तो इसीलिए कौन अपने आप को कैमरा में देख पाता है कि ऐसे करके चल रहा हूँ मैं, ऐसे fucking choreographed moves and all. It's just so annoying.
हाँ वही ना, वो नहीं करने का ना, कोरियोग्राफ करने का ही नहीं. Like the way I want to shoot mine, like we are doing BTS एकदम ऐसा proper like mockumentary style बना रहे हैं हम लोग. क्योंकि मेरे को वही लगता है कि इतना पैसा दूं और मुझे कुछ भी ना मिले जो मैं बाद में like you know this is pure गुज्जू ब्रेन वर्किंग, but it's just कि मेरे को मेरा पैसा वसूल करने का in every way
एक
possible.
सेकंड, तो I have
तो
two
वैसा है ना कि
questions.
sorry विषय.
हाँ बोलना. I'll have my questions ready in any case. हाँ.
तो ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है, पैसा दिया, मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस का दिया तो हाथ खुद थोड़ी ना तोड़वा लूंगा मैं कि इंश्योरेंस का पैसा मेरे को.
But that's it's different, right? हाथ तोड़वाना is detriment, right? Like they are, it's not the analogy doesn't apply in the sense कि either I am paying for a service to get a thing out of it, okay? So if I can pay like same amount or maybe like say maybe 10-20% increment and get a product that my parents will never watch or nobody will ever watch, and a product that I will definitely want to rewatch because it will be
I'm
funny.
not saying your parents and all won't watch. Family definitely watches. I'm saying you won't. मतलब at least मेरे, मतलब I'm talking about.
हाँ.
मैंने कभी नहीं देखा. घर वाले तो देख के खुश होते रहते हैं. उनको
मैं 2 कट करवा रहा है. मैं 2 कट करवा रहा है, एक उनके लिए ट्रेडिशनल और मेरे लिए ऐसा एक hilarious.
5 साल में एक बार देखोगे and then you like remember the and then you're
Yeah.
done. Like,
And
it's like
no.
5 seconds.
No. It's like what you know what invariably happens with wedding. This thing is first 5 years of the wedding, you're like, oh ho, देखो ये किया था वो किया था. Next 5 years of the wedding, you're like, अरे ये भी गुजर गए ना अभी, अरे ये भी गुजर गए ना अभी, ये भी गुजर गए. That's what happens. No, but that's what happens.
Promo for Akash Mehta's dark show. Suddenly शादी वादी के बीच में गुजर गए.
Dude, like that's the video where the toughest part about having wedding albums is just marking out everybody who's dead on the wedding album. Like you have to go one by one. अरे मामा जी इस फोटो में भी इनको मारना है.
That Abhijit, you're making a face. That's why they have a plastic cover so that you can mark it and then like rub it off if you need to.
And then if it shifts sometimes, then what happens is it becomes like Death Note and that person could die. So you have to be very careful about how you do it.
Yes, my migraine is not letting me laugh at these very weird situations.
Sorry guys,
Okay,
थोड़ा
here's
dark
the
हो गया.
Aishwarya Mohan Raj had sponsors for a wedding award.
यार वही तो
I
मेरे को
don't
लगा
know.
था वो क्वेश्चन जब आया था आकाश को बोलने देता अगले 5 मिनट तक कुछ तो मसाला निकलेगा, कुछ तो ऐसे कॉमेडी गॉसिप में
नहीं,
किसी की लड़ाई होगी.
पर ये बहुत लोग का हुआ ना. Like ये बहुत लोग ने किया है, right? In the comedy scene also, I'm sure somebody or the other would have gotten a designer to collab on the sherwani and lehenga and all and all. किसी ने तो किया होगा, dude. Come on. Like I'm speaking from like I don't know if anyone's done it. Audience बताएगा, audience ने देखा रहेगा. मैं थोड़ी सबका बैठ के देखता है पूरा दिन.
dude. But
I
like
don't think
also the thing
comedy
is
में
like
हुआ है.
I'm sure dude, if she did it, I would be like amazed. I'm like, that's awesome, man. Like I was like, fuck, उसमें भी wedding में भी और
Like
making money
yeah.
is great. Very very
नहीं
happy
यार,
with that.
मतलब हाँ, लाइक ये वो मेरे को ये अप्रोच इसलिए अच्छा लगता है बिकॉज यू आर लाइक कि देखो शादी क्लियरली पब्लिक के लिए ही हो रहा है, पर माँ बाप
हाँ.
के लिए व्हेन इट इज पब्लिक इट्स लाइक देयर सर्कल्स. फॉर मी द पब्लिक इज माय ऑडियंस एंड इफ आई कैन मेक मनी ऑफ ऑफ इट, लाइक व्हाट दिस Katrina Kaif's wedding was like that, right? Like where everything was very private and then like everything was a collab and some influencer also, I think their wedding also like in the mandap tak like they were making reels and all,
Everything
you
was
know.
private या collab, मतलब या both.
Everything
I'm
was
not getting it.
made private. There was no news and all allowed.
Oh.
And then every photo that was released was like had some purpose, right? Like they would have done a lot of brand collabs as well.
Yeah, but it would be great, man. It's like, I mean, I would totally like just, I mean, what are you trying to hide exactly? Like, unless you are trying to hide, you remember that footage of like Govinda dancing for Dawood Ibrahim? That video, remember? Like, unless
Yeah.
that's what's happening at your wedding, what is really there to hide? Like, yeah, dude, like that fake offer that came to Katrina and Vicky Kaushal, that 100 crores wala nonsense, is all turned out to be a fake story, with some newspapers decided to carry,
Oh.
and whatever. Yeah. Anyway, I want to talk to you about something else that's trending. Okay, and this is like Ganguly to comes on Twitter every day. Is like, आज किस चीज को boycott कर रहे हैं? So one of the things I was noticing them trying to boycott right now is Laal Singh Chaddha, and
Huh.
it's there's a video. Okay, there's a guy who's recording a video of people coming out of watching a movie, and this guy's very angry. He's like, आप लाल सिंह चड्ढा देखो, ये like नहीं देखा मैं, ऐसी फिल्म मैं देखता, हम देख रहे हैं पृथ्वीराज चौहान. And he walked out. I'm like, 1 second, is that do you realize that it's a bad movie? Like you're just promoting a bad movie because it's aligns with some patriotism. And again, this is now you know what? Don't take this out of context. Whoever's watching, I meant the
Please
movie.
do. Guys, please make a
Yeah.
small clip of his Sorabh dissing on patriotic movies and please put it on Twitter. I think this is what you guys should do. I mean, all podcasts, all these podcasts, all our careers could help with the boost. तो मैं ऐसे साइड में
Yeah.
बैठा हुआ, मेरी शक्ल ऐसे कि this guy did not even say no to this random.
मैं
हाँ,
clearly zoned out हूँ.
मेरे
तो
70 टिकट बिकेंगे.
आकाश मेहता
हाँ.
साइड में टैब खोलता हुआ, why is Laal Singh Chaddha being boycotted?
Yeah, I have no idea. I was looking up Prithviraj Chauhan कि उसका भी picture है क्या, and who is it about?
Who is it
Wow,
about?
man, you are really. Who is it about? Is clearly Prithviraj Chauhan, bro. But
Okay,
I mean,
you know what,
he's
dude?
starring in
Sometimes
it.
movies are not called what they are, like, you know what I mean? Like what they're about. Like they have different names.
You
Okay,
know,
it's about.
Yeah,
until this
Saurabh, I
conversation,
think
I didn't
Akash just
realize.
saved you. Akash just saved you by digging his own grave. Okay, now it's no longer about
Baba,
what Saurabh
Prithviraj
said.
Chauhan was also CM of Maharashtra, yaar. So like, I was just like for a second confused. Is it
Stop
about the
fucking
only
tabbing,
Prithviraj
open
Chauhan?
tabbing and googling everything, Akash.
But
Please.
I have
Okay, we know
to.
it's not you just coming out with general random trivia facts.
No, I saw. I told you I'm looking it up because I have no idea.
Okay, let me also look this up. I
If
have to do this
you,
thing.
Abhijit, just if Saurabh, please share the screen for when you look at the image of Prithviraj Chauhan. Just share the screen. You will see a sea of Prithviraj Chauhans and one or two photos of apne era ka Prithviraj Chauhan just staring at you. So it's just disorienting is all I'm saying.
No, I'm not
नहीं,
seeing
but
it at
अक्षय
all.
कुमार की मूवी थी रे आकाश. अक्षय कुमार की
हाँ.
मूवी थी और उसको बहुत वो मिला बिकॉज अक्षय कुमार तो आजकल नेटफ्लिक्स जितनी मूवी बनाता है उससे ज्यादा तो अक्षय कुमार बना देता है. तो साल का मेरे को लगता है अक्षय कुमार का अपना एक ओटीटी हो
हाँ
सकता है
हाँ
कि अक्षय कुमार ओटीटी.
इसमें लोग ने उसको बोला था कि तू बार बार ये पेट्रियोटिक पिक्चर बनाता रहता है और
नहीं,
सारी
वो
कचरा
तो अलग, वो पुराना है.
वो
वो
अलग.
बोल रहा है कि
अच्छा.
बार बार तू मूवी मतलब एक तो एक महीना जाता है अक्षय कुमार की नई मूवी. पृथ्वीराज चौहान डूबने से पहले रक्षाबंधन का प्रोमो आ गया. तो कुछ ना कुछ हर वो सीरियसली सम ओटीटीज डोंट गिव आउट एज मेनी मूवीज एज अक्षय कुमार हिमसेल्फ डज. तो उसको
हाँ.
कि उसने हाउ ही डिड नॉट डेडिकेट हिमसेल्फ मच टू इट. और डायरेक्टर ने भी बोल दिया कि यार मूछे हमने बोला था यार मूछे रख लेने को, तो उसमें भी वो एकदम फेक मूछे और बहुत ही फनी लग रहा है. समझ आ रहा है कि फेक मूछे. सो अगर तो इतना लाइक इफ यू आर सेइंग सो मच दैट यू नो दिस इज अ पेट्रियोटिक मूवी एंड वी शुड, एंड उन्होंने प्रोमो में तो फुल दे ट्राइड टू full go for that कि हमारे rulers के बारे में जानना चाहिए and all that. So he tried to play the whole that angle
Yeah.
and वो जानना चाहिए, जानना कैसे, हमारे पिक्चर आके दे दो, मुझे अपने पैसे दे दो, तो वो वाला पूरा खेलने की कोशिश किया. और उसके बाद अगर ये सब कर रहा है तो थोड़ा एफर्ट तो डाल. तो
Yeah.
वो वाले को लेके उसको बहुत ही क्रिटिसाइज हुआ था कि बिना कुछ 40 दिन
Yeah,
में
but
मैंने
listen, honestly, हाँ, if you're getting अक्षय कुमार for a film, you know कि उसका शेड्यूल क्या है. तुम जानते हो कि वो साल में 3-4 फिल्म करने वाला है, तो like I mean to have expectations of him to do all this is also unlikely. Like and also like जब उसने वो इंटरव्यू दिया था, whoever I think was it the director or the writer or whatever. After a point I'm like भाई बस उसकी वजह से तो फिल्म फ्लॉप नहीं हुई ना, और भी कोई रीजंस थे. People are not watching the film and going like अरे मूच ऑथेंटिक नहीं लग रही. There are like other things that are happening around it. Like they might be. I've not seen the movie and I don't really plan to. I did, dude. You know what movie I saw, which I did just like I was very. I saw Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
I'm not watching
Yeah.
a fucking another
Dude, it is
Avengers
so
movie, dude.
stupid, man. It is
I'm
literally one
not.
of the stupidest movies I've seen. Like at least at that budget, like anything is happening. Like I'm like multiverse दिखा रहे हैं तो Rick and Morty देखो ना, ये क्या है? And I like all like most of the Avenger movies I like. I was like, it's so dumb, dude. It was like really stupid. Like
It was visually spectacular, dude. It had such
yeah,
great
amazing.
scenes. It was just like
Yeah.
now I understand what my parents say when they say दिमाग घर पे रख के आने का पिक्चर देखने को. Because like you
हाँ.
go and you just go for the sound and the lights and it's like it's good. It's a good experience that way.
Yeah, but also I
पर
like the
अच्छा
fact that
हाँ
they named that girl America, and I'm like, seriously, dude. Like,
पर
I'm
वो
like, because
उसका नाम है
it's
वो
a
कैरेक्टर का.
अरे हाँ, but वो is it वो कॉमिक बुक में नाम है क्या उसका?
हाँ.
अच्छा, फिर I guess that's fine.
मेरे को ये देखने का है, मेरे को गुड लक जेरी देखने का है, and not because of any वो जानी कपूर and all, because only because of दीपक डोबरियाल. I genuinely think that like दीपक डोबरियाल मालूम है ना कौन है, वो वाला जो your question, good question, but it hurt me वाला Tanu Weds Manu
Yeah.
returns to मैं जो, because he's a great actor. I love his fucking comic timing and presence. I love the perplexed look on Akash's face right now, also trying
He's
to
also
figure out what
Deepak Dobriyal. Also, if you search for him, like photographs of
हाँ.
chief ministers come. There's a chief minister
Who?
called Deepak Dobriyal.
Okay.
Check up.
I don't know.
Man, you
Now
guys'
it's-
search game is really good, dude. Like I don't even detect like muscle movements.
Just
Suddenly you have
fucking
fucking tabs open, dude. Like I'm like, what is going on, dude?
I'm just like नहीं, मैं अभी पीछे आ गया. मेरे को नहीं, मैं लूप में ही नहीं है. मैं लास्ट एटलीस्ट 2 महीने से तो बिल्कुल जिंदगी के लूप में नहीं रहा है. एंड मोर ओवर आई फील लाइक मैं जितना ज्यादा जानता है ना, फिर मैं सैड होता जाता है. लाइक पिक्चर है, इसलिए मैं हिंदी पिक्चर देखना बंद कर दिया मोर लेस. कि लाइक नहीं है, कुछ अच्छा नहीं बन रहा है. बहुत रेयरली अच्छा बन रहा है कुछ. सारी अच्छी पिक्चर बन गई ऑलरेडी, मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है.
तू लाल सिंह चड्ढा का ट्रेलर देखा क्या?
नहीं देखा मैं.
तू देखा क्या अभिजीत?
जिंदगी गोलगप्पे जल्दी होती है. What are you even saying, man?
अच्छा, but why do they want to boycott it?
They want to boycott it because Amir Khan said that he wants to leave India and all that kind of stuff, like long back.
Oh, yeah.
And also, like the like a lot of people say what they don't call her Kareena Kapoor. They say Taimur ki mummy, and it's like it's all this stuff that is happening. So they just like I think people are just sick of like essentially
Why can't
people
you
are
just
sick of like,
boycott the movie because it's a bad movie? And why
Exactly.
would you want to? Yeah, why would you just want to remake a Forrest Gump? Life is a box of chocolates का तो भाई यही जिंदगी गोलगप्पे प्लेट जैसे होती है.
Oh, it's that. Is it that?
क्या चल रहा है यार, तुम क्या?
Oh no.
at least
But
like
you can't
Zindagi
do a
Pedon ki
Forrest Gump
Dabbo.
in India. You can't do a Forrest Gump in India.
You can do
No,
everything.
because then the
you can
person
do-
would have to be like involved in like historical events and all, na?
He can be. Amir Khan is older than fire. He can be involved in everything. He's as old as a fucking dinosaur.
He's involved in war and all. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know the historical stuff, but it's like he's involved in a war. वो सब है. And shrimp
Okay,
farming
okay.
का क्या करेंगे? I don't know. Like it's like,
Yeah,
Indian
that'd be
farming
Wine
interesting.
farming in
यार,
Nasik.
वो वही तो इंडियन कस्टमाइज है. अगर इंडिपेंडेंट कौन सी बनी थी, वो रॉक बनी थी ना, कयामत करके, वो अगर बन सकता है तो फिर फॉरेस्ट गंप तो बन ही सकती है यार. क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम लोग?
But I like people who just get and Amir Khan is like I know a lot of people think that I hate India and I don't hate India, and I'm like, after do you have to keep clarifying this or what constantly? Like
But
every 5
like-
minutes you just have to keep clarifying this.
Unfortunately, it does, dude. Like it's damn intense.
What?
ना like
कौन सी-
internet थोड़ी हाँ
नहीं, finish what you're saying.
ऐसा जैसे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ता जाता है वैसे लाइक लोग है खुले तो क्या करेगा तू फिर.
अरे unemployment की बात नहीं यार. It's about people just like finding something to align with in whatever format which they're convinced is the absolute truth, right?
Yeah.
Like
But that's
like
why I genuinely, I still have trouble. Maybe I'm crazy, but I still have trouble believing that Twitter is real. Like, I don't think it's real. I think it's 90% bots. I really don't think it's
it's
like
real.
that many people.
No, but I like
It's,
Twitter over Instagram.
oh shit! You're the first human being to ever say that,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
How
Instagram is too
come?
plastic for me. It's just too
Huh.
plastic. It's
हाँ
just
वो तो है.
annoying. It's just so fucking plastic. Twitter pe, I get it that there are bots, there are craziness, there's everything. But in a lot of those bots, you actually see like there is the reality and the different narratives and everything. The patterns दिख जाते हैं कि क्या वो है
Hmm.
क्या नहीं है. But Twitter पे मेरा कुछ at least depends also the people you are following and everything. तुम्हें कुछ चीजें तो पता चलता है. Instagram पे is just so fucking plastic. मेरे को honestly लगता नहीं है. मतलब एक तो Instagram पे आदमी लोग तो बहुत ही कम हो जाते हैं आफ्टर 30 इयर्स ऑफ 30 से ज्यादा पे मेन जस्ट डिसअपीयर फ्रॉम इंस्टाग्राम. 30 प्लस मेन है ही नहीं कोई. ओनली 30 से नीचे वाले मैन है. एंड हम जैसे चुके लोग जिनको इन्फ्लुएंसर जो मतलब जिसको काम की वजह से वहां पे होना है.
Hmm.
बट अदरवाइज 30 प्लस मैन लाइक फक ऑफ. मेरे को नहीं देखने का दूसरा लोग क्या वेकेशन कर रहे हैं क्या कर रहे हैं क्या इडियट बॉक्स बना रखा है. सो आई जस्ट फाइंड इंस्टाग्राम प्लास्टिक एज फक.
Dude, I love Instagram because I follow all the journalists, like all these Hindustan Times and Times of India and all of these people, and then see where they have reached in life. Because they are like, the Shuruat mein they were like hung assembly in Kerala or whatever is happening somewhere. Now they're just like trigger warning, don't watch this accident. And then everybody watches. Then they're like, hey, you'll never believe what Disha Patani,
Patnani.
whatever.
Yeah, same
जो
man.
भी
We
नाम हो
know
उसका.
whom we are talking about,
Yeah.
Sorabh. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all of it works, dude. And I'm like, dude, these are all respected like media outlets, like old. And I'm like, you've reached this point already. Like, it's great. I love it. I love to see how everybody essentially is like, changed to modern media. So I thoroughly enjoyed. Like, essentially,
अरे देखा
everybody's
तो
become a variation of Viral Bhayani, whatever his name is.
But
वो
everything will be TV
और
soon.
बैकग्राउंड
Sorry अभिजीत.
बोलना बोलना बोल.
नहीं नहीं मैं डर लग रहा है मेरे को, तू बोल.
नहीं डर क्यों लग रहा है यार. मैं ऐसे बहुत ही सहानुभूति वाला आदमी हूँ यार. तू डर बोलना.
बोल नहीं तू बोल.
हम यही खेलते रहेंगे पहले आपसे. पहले आप.
सही है सौरभ, तू खा ले पहले, हम लोग तब
अच्छा,
तक
चल.
कर देंगे.
चल एक साइड ये दो तीन मैं सुपर चैट ले लूं तब तक.
हाँ,
एक और दिस आई मीन there's just normal chat. I'll just take some people who said some interesting stuff. Kevalya Shah, even non-celebrities create pages and hashtag to feel special to fulfill their attention quotient. यार ये तो बहुत होता है यार. मैं एक बार किसी कोई कॉर्पोरेट शो कर रहा था, वहां पर कोई वेडिंग चालू थी एंड this thing was, the hashtag was literal, and it sounds like a hacky joke, but the hashtag was dildo. Like and they put it like on the lawns and shit. There's a hashtag dildo, and I'm like, dude, are you really dumb or what? Like, and then I realized that maybe they are actually trolling each other.
yeah, could be.
So yeah, then
बट वो
Nupur
मे भी
Sarawate.
समझ रहे हो ना यार. इट while it is a वो गलती से या कुछ नहीं है, but once Koop covers it and then it becomes the whole rage of a thing, and suddenly you can be an influencer and you have a alternate career option. So while we are like, we might be like, people might be like क्या बकवास चल रहा है, but it might be just a great way to launch. अभी यार वो लड़की जिसने अपने से शादी करी, I just refused to give an opinion about it anywhere on Twitter or something, क्योंकि अब वो हनीमून में जा रही है. वो भी अब न्यूज है कि she is now going on her solo honeymoon. अरे कितना अब उसकी पूरी जिंदगी कवर करने वाले हैं क्या. she is now having a solo.
अरे भाई पर उसका डिवोर्स कैसा होगा ना उसका. That's the main story, right? Like the divorce, and then she's
she
like,
can go to a
then she's
therapist
like,
and be like, I hate myself and this is my divorce. Like this is how I'm getting separated from myself now.
but that's more interesting than
पर
like
उसका भी
anything.
सेरेमनी होगा ना, उसका भी सेरेमनी होएगा, तो उसमें भी शेरवानी लगेगा.
First step is that she has to first do separation, right? Separation means you have to be apart for 6 months and not slept together for 6 months with each other.
Are you going on an abortion joke, kya sir?
No. I'm talking about separation, dude, in a marriage. What? Where you at?
I don't know, man. I was going for like, are you going the amputation way or the abortion? Like, where is this?
No, I wasn't going there at all. I'm a very clean and sophisticated kind of comedian, you know. Yeah, but Nupur Sarawate says Aishwarya is sponsored by Tanmay Bhatt and Netflix. I wish I was also.
Let's hear Akash's opinion about this statement. Akash, what do
Yeah.
you feel about that?
मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है.
अरे यार आकाश मसाला मिल रहा है थोड़ा सा ऐसा फुल टॉस दे रहा है कोई छक्का वक्का मार थोड़ा.
Okay,
Why do we want divorce?
No, this guy said divorce will be suicide, which is just too much. Like it's like listen, that's not
Three comedians here and the best funniest line has come from a super chat.
And again, please, no, you have to quantify everything and say we don't stand by such things and this is just a joke. and
Trigger
blah, blah,
alert, guys.
But
Trigger alert.
but that's the only way. That's the only way she'll be able to leave herself, right? Like leave her body.
No, I
That's the
mean
only
it can
way.
be separation, can be like amputation हो गया, हाथ कट गया, something like that. Like
नहीं
it's
ना
not-
पर हाथ फिर मर जाएगा. She'll have to have an out of body experience.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what she'll have to do. That'll be separation. She'll have to go into surgery. And you know how people say कि I was in surgery and I saw myself on the surgery bed. That's what she'll have to do.
क्या वो मिठुन की मूवी होती थी ना कि दिमाग आपका ब्रेन का ट्रांसप्लांट करके किसी और को दे दिया हमने. तो ऐसा कुछ होना पड़ेगा क्या? Now she's separated.
It'll be great. It'll be great if she's having an out of body experience in the surgery and then she looks at herself. She's like, "इससे शादी की मैंने ची." That's the end of the relationship because everybody's shallow. Okay, here's my question to you. Would you marry yourself? Have you ever looked at yourself and gone like, यार मैं ना मस्त है अपने आप से शादी करने का मेरे को. नहीं ना.
हाँ मैं अगर मतलब but like अगर मतलब does the other version of me have to be a guy?
अरे यार
I mean-
तू अलग ही इसको अलग और कंट्रोवर्शियल कर दे. Suddenly it is now
नहीं मतलब
standing for
अगर
or
मेरे को
anti
मेरा
homosexuality.
अपने आप से अगर नहीं मैं ऐसे पूछ रहा है कि अपने आप से शादी कर रहा हूँ कि एक और एक वर्जन ऑफ मी
नहीं तू अपने आप से तू अपने नो अलग वर्जन अपने आप से तू
Okay.
आकाश मेहता से शादी कर रहा है.
Yeah, I mean yes, considering how close I am to actual marriage, I would say yes.
Homelander-ish guys, ये तो बिल्कुल होमलैंडर टाइप का हो रहा है यार. Come on, what are you guys? Where are
अरे
we
पता
going?
है तुम लोग को पता है होमलैंडर का एक सीन काट दिया था Amazon प्राइम ने.
बोलना क्या?
नहीं वो in the last, did you see the last season? I don't want to give spoilers.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
I haven't
I
seen it yet.
Then I
I've heard
can't.
a lot of people have-
But there is a scene in a barn. अभिजीत barn वो गाय वाला एक सीन है. तो वो लोग ने काट दिया यार, सीन ही काट दिया, सेंसरशिप कर दिया वो लोग.
गाय
अभी
वाला
मेरे
जो
को
scene
नहीं.
उसमें क्या? Oh fuck, does he fuck the cow?
No, but like there are things I don't know because I saw it on Amazon. I don't know what, but I know that there is a cut because I read about कि like
दूध
from
पिया
somebody
वहाँ पे.
else's.
Just want to say I
हाँ
don't
वो
stand
कट
by
है,
the words.
कट है, वो weird कट है क्योंकि तू देखेगा उसको गाय का आवाज आता है और फिर उसके बाद उसके पास हाथ में वो दूध पी रहा है डायरेक्टली, तो उसमें कट तो है jarring.
I think it's good that they cut it. I don't like these kind of scenes. It's horrible. It's really bad and very
Yeah.
degrading. So
Yeah.
अरे
I think
अब fictional series उसमें whale मार
I
रहे हैं,
don't
सब
care.
कुछ हो रहा है, क्या चल रहा है यार?
वो वेल
I'm
वाला
telling
तो
you.
भाई
That was like fucking so epic, dude. That was Yo,
But even in this-
मेरा दिमाग फट गया उससे.
in this season also like the dildo assassination was fucking brilliantly done. बहुत ही अच्छा
Oh,
था वो.
okay. By the way, we have one comment which comes in from Shaurya Pathak. The first, so for 40 रुपए का मेरे को super chat मिला finally. Who says Forrest Gump isn't itself hasn't aged well.
It
Dude, you
hasn't?
gotta read the book, man. If you haven't read the book, you gotta read the book. It's a very easy read and it's a lot of fun. Like I like the book more than the singer. It's a very quick, like it's like Catch Me If You Can. If you read the book, it's a very quick, breezy read. Forrest Gump is the same. So if you get the chance, read the book, man, instead of like watching the movie. I don't know what part of it hasn't aged well. मैंने देखा नहीं है पर पता नहीं होगा ठीक है. Okay, now we're very critical.
डाल के बोल why it hasn't aged well.
हाँ ये बता.
Otherwise the point ही नहीं, हमें idea नहीं है why it hasn't aged well. Now 40 rupees more and please tell.
40 rupees
we'll
में वो
take
पूरा
this-
fit होना चाहिए.
We'll take this last chat and then we'll talk about cricket for a bit. Shovik Bakshi says, Abhijit, why do you hate Puneet Pania so much? What is the story now?
Why do I
Yes.
hate Puneet Pania? I don't hate Puneet
Why?
Pania at all. Why do you feel I hate Puneet?
No,
अभी तो show
Abhijit,
किया मैं
answer.
थाने में.
Answer
मालूम
करो.
नहीं है. अभी तो उसका थाने में शो किया मैं. तो मैं why do I hate Puneet Pania? ये कहाँ से आई भाई बात?
I think they're just trying to trigger something. They're trying to create some kind of controversy between Abhijit and somebody.
नहीं यार, I have nothing to do with, मतलब nothing to do with no.
सच बताओ.
अरे
Okay,
मैं
I have
खुद
a very
मेरे को खुद ही वो है तो I it just feels like Akash knows more about this than I do. Like so, Akash, give some context if you have any idea about this.
I have not the I don't know. I just like मैं तो
साइड में
चाबी
आकाश
मार
का
रहा हूँ
टैब खोला हुआ है वाइट सा पुनीत पांड्या
बस.
उसको भी गूगल
अरे
कर
यार
रहे हैं.
मेरे को पूना में ऑडिटोरियम नहीं मिल रहा है गाइस. मैं थोड़ा स्क्रूड है तो उसमें मैं थोड़ा पैनिक कर रहा है. तुम लोग को कोई ऑडिटोरियम पता है जो ऐसा अच्छा ऑडिटोरियम है पूना में?
क्या सेगवे ले
just
गया
do the
तुझे?
stadium. No, that's what I usually do when I want to do a small show. Just do the stadium.
When
Like
I want to do a
अरे
small show,
yeah,
small show.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's quite easy. I mean, I don't understand. Like my open mics are usually at like Indira Gandhi Stadium in Delhi. So yeah, I mean, if again, listen, like I'm doing the Coke Arena in Dubai just day after tomorrow, just announcing. Okay, I have a question for you. Do you think, what do you think of if you're watching any, tracking any of the T20 stuff so far, India ka? Are you enjoying this whole mixing up with the batting order, screwing around with ये सब? मजा आ रहा है ना? नहीं कि नहीं?
बहुत मजा आ रहा है. Like they're like how do we keep people watching and this is how.
You know what? You know what my bigger conspiracy is? कि they are trying to figure out कि विराट कोहली को ऐसे ड्रॉप नहीं कर सकते हम लोग. तो हमें ये दिखाना पड़ेगा that we are doing a rotational policy. तो जब विराट कोहली आ जाए, we are like,
नहीं
हाँ,
but
this is part of our
विराट
rotational
कोहली ने
policy.
खुद ही तो ही विराट has rested himself for the West Indies tour.
No, no, I'm
So
saying
that's not on
T20
them.
World Cup, no?
नहीं
T20
नहीं मैं
World
बोल
Cup.
रहा हूँ कि वो ड्रॉप करने की बात कर रहे थे ना कि it's not like he has been dropped like the other people have been. He has rested himself. He has taken that decision
No,
himself
no, I'm talking
that
about
he will be
T20
resting
World
for.
Cup में when he makes it to the squad and they don't put him in the 11 against some particular team. And if everybody says Virat Kohli को क्यों नहीं खिला रहे, they're like, hey, we are doing a rotation policy since fucking West Indies. So don't question us.
I think
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
also I think it's also just the fact कि after this T20 World Cup, it will be expected for certain people to retire in the next few years or at least be taken off of preference list completely.
Yeah.
तो this is establishing those people also कि अभी सूर्या है तो सूर्या को तुम कैसे नहीं खिला सकते type situation, right? तो वो भी हो रहा है and
मुझे तो
Virat has
लगता है
to
बोल खत्म सॉरी.
like, there's no way you don't take Virat, right? Like you take him, right? That's the
नहीं,
first question we have to answer.
why can't it be just a repeat of the World T20 World Cup that we won? I think मेरे को तो लगता है विराट कोहली और रोहित शर्मा दोनों को ही नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be a team of again Hardik Pandya has done fucking fabulously in the IPL. After that he's continuing on his form. He's क्या क्या खतरनाक वापस है. Which we always knew कि shoulder injury जाएगा तो क्या
हाँ.
बढ़िया हो जाएगा उसका. But अभी तो पागलों वाला हो गया and he just seems so mature as a captain also. So I think मेरे को तो लगता है वर्ल्ड कप में मतलब होएगा नहीं. Obviously रोहित शर्मा को ही कैप्टनसी वो उसमें भेजेंगे. But actually Hardik Pandya led India would have a much better chance in the World Cup than with Rohit Sharma and Kohli because यार नहीं अगर नहीं खेल रहे तो लोग नहीं होना चाहिए ना. घूम फिर के तो टीम इज बिगर देन द होल थिंग एंड ये सारा आउट ऑफ फॉर्म जाना इट्स सो वियर्ड. ये आउट ऑफ फॉर्म जाना लाइक विद द सचिन्स विद एवरी ऑल ऑफ दीज अदर बैट्समैन भी होता था. बट वो लोग फिर छोटी टीम्स के साथ जब भी टूर होता था ना उसमें अपना फॉर्म रिगेन करते थे. यहाँ पे छोटी टीम्स के साथ टूर होता है भाई साहब थक जाते हैं. भाई साहब बोल देते हैं आई एम टेकिंग रेस्ट. एवरीबॉडी इज सेइंग लाइक वी विल टेक रेस्ट अगेंस्ट देम. अरे उसी में तो अपना यू डिस्कवर योर फॉर्म. तो उनका डिस्कवरिंग फॉर्म ही नहीं हो पाता.
I agree, पर वही है ना कि वो बिग टिकट मैच में तुमको वो बंदा चाहिए. Like there's a lot of different pressures going on here, dude. Like it's not the same as it ever was before.
But if
Because
you,
like
how long can you let a bad form sustain and still carry just on past laurels, man? I
but
mean, come on.
I look at it like this, right? Like look at it from the player's perspective. You are living in a time where you are probably the highest earning when it comes to all the promotional stuff, apart from playing the sport. Second thing is you have only so much time to make money from that you know. So you're kind of at all given times doing this calculation. So like
अरे
if you notice,
but
uh,
ये इस सेंस में है ना कि you are representing the country. So the country still, I mean, while you can make those choices in your personal life, nobody is questioning that. ठीक है, देखो पैसा किसी को भी बनाना है, हमें समझ आता है पैसा बनाओ. But अगर कोई अच्छा नहीं खेल रहा है उसको टीम में नहीं होना तो मतलब यार for representing the country तो बहुत ही अगर चलो ठीक है थोड़ा पैच होता
नहीं
है.
पर वो
But
ये ब्रेक जरूरी है डूड. लाइक ये जो ब्रेक लिया है वो बहुत जरूरी था. अभी आई डोंट नो. आई थिंक वी शुड हैव बीन प्लेइंग जिम्बाब्वे आल्सो इफ यू आस्क मी. ही शुड हैव बीन प्लेइंग. आई डोंट थिंक ही इज प्लेइंग द जिम्बाब्वे वाला सीरीज इधर. वो भी सब चिल्लर है. पर तू ये भी सोचना टीम के पीओवी से कि टीम को भी चाहिए कि जो नए नए प्लेयर्स है जो लोग अभी उभर रहे हैं वो लोग वेस्ट इंडीज में जाके ठोक के आए मस्त. वो लोग
हाँ
जिम्बाब्वे
वो
के
लोग
सामने ठोक के आए मस्त. तो वो भी सही है. लाइक आई डोंट थिंक रोहित शर्मा आई मीन रोहित शर्मा इज बीइंग रेस्टेड इज वन कन्वर्सेशन. कोहली बीइंग रेस्टेड आई थिंक ही जस्ट नीड्स द ब्रेक. My only
Well, he's
concern
not
is
been
he
rested for this.
also?
Kohli has opted to rest himself. He
हाँ
has
हाँ,
like
and
he's not been.
my only hope is कि he's actually resting and not doing brand work on the side. Like that's like you know what I'm trying to say. I think कि उसको break चाहिए सब चीज से दुनिया में. Like ऐसा तो वो break होता है really.
Dude, but I
तो
can't
उधर
imagine the kind of craziness he's gone through with I think he'll be back for the T20 World Cup, and I think he'll do
yeah
better. Because अभी scene क्या है कि like you literally need to silence everything, no? After all, like अच्छा ठीक है, तुम social media को बंद कर लो कि चलो मैं social media नहीं देख रहा, मैं newspaper नहीं पढ़ रहा, मैं TV news नहीं देख रहा, पर बीच बीच में कोई ना कोई तो आके कुछ बोलेगा ना, कोहली भाई कब like after a point you're like just
हाँ
shut the
हाँ
fuck up, dude, leave me alone. Like it's like and then dude listen, I've over a period of time I've been like I saw Pakistan versus Sri Lanka, and this the way Babar Azam is batting right now is like Babar Azam
sublime.
is
It's damn good.
yeah, he's the number one all round batter in the world right now.
Hmm.
There is literally no doubt about it. And then him putting out that tweet to Kohli, even though he had the best intentions, like after a point, Kohli is gonna be like,
This was one of those. This was one of those. वो celebrity लोग आदित्य ठाकरे को support करने के लिए बोल रहे थे ना कि okay Shiv Sena might be going out of power, but during the COVID times he was just one call away. He made him one call and he arranged a bed for us, and all the public was like, हाँ because you're fucking celebrities, we did not get that. No, so तुम सोच रहे हो तुम बचा रहे हो, but you're landing the person in more trouble. So yeah, वो तो बहुत ही मतलब it just
Yeah.
worse.
नहीं पर
yeah.
वही
So
मेरे
I
को
mean,
लगता है लाइक विराट कोहली का है यार ऐसा कैसा है यार वो है अच्छा प्लेयर बट बाय द वे
भाई
सिंस यू
अच्छा मतलब
मेंशन
नहीं बट मतलब पता बट कहीं ना कहीं तो हमें वो तो वी कांट बी लाइक बेसिकली दैट होल आई एम ट्राइंग टू लुक फॉर अ सिनोनिम टू द फक मेंटालिटी फ्रेज बट वो मेंटालिटी तो ही ना रख सकते कि कोई पसंद है तो यही बेस्ट इट्स ऑलवेज गोना बी अबाउट
नहीं नहीं
हु इज द बेस्ट फॉर लाइक जो सिचुएशन मतलब वो उसके लिए जो अच्छा क्योंकि इट्स आल्सो अनफेयर टू द पीपल हु आर डूइंग वेल लाइक अ दीपक हुडा इफ ही scores like crazy and everything and then does not get picked because you know somebody just comes back who has not performed for like 3-4
yeah
years then it feels unfair for
but
that person also it has to be
I'll
always
tell you like I agree with you on one end because I feel like form definitely exists right but like I've had so many of these conversations with people who work in cricket analytics and so many of them tell me the same thing ki numbers above your perception of form any day. You know, they'll always go for numbers. And in that sense, he's very padded and he's very secure as a player. So I like listen, my only logic उसको लेके जाओ, नहीं खेला तो उसको बिठा दो, कोई
तो वो
टेंशन नहीं है.
नंबर्स मतलब क्या इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि नंबर्स ओवर फॉर्म लाइक नंबर्स ही तो बता रहे हैं फॉर्म मतलब लास्ट 3 साल के अगर नंबर्स खराब है तो नंबर से ही तो फॉर्म पता चले व्हाट
पर
डज दिस
नहीं है
मीन
इतने खराब उसके लास्ट 3-4 साल के numbers. Like if you compare it to peak Kohli, yes, but if you compare it to average batsman, it's not really that bad.
yeah.
पता नहीं
I
मुझे तो
agree. I
आईपीएल
think
वाईपीएल लास्ट
like with
काफी टाइम
everything,
से मतलब
it's what Abhijit said. No, I think he made some wrong choices about where to rest himself. He should have rested himself like आराम से आके Zimbabwe. And again, now
इवन आई रॉन्ग चॉइसेस
which the
सॉरी
criticism
फिनिश
people will
कर
have कि अगर वो जिम्बाब्वे के साथ खेलेगा, अगर उनके साथ सेंचुरी भी बनाएगा, तो फिर लोग बोलेंगे कि हाँ जिम्बाब्वे के साथ किया है. And by the way, if you've been following Zimbabwe for the last like 2 years, right, dude, at home they are like not
They're
bad at
fucking
all.
great. Yeah,
They
they're
got
going good.
Pakistan all out for under 100. They were like, and वो T20s खेल रहा है वहां पर, वहां सेंचुरी कहाँ मारेगा? The likelihood
हाँ.
of it happening is also low, and also the scores in all those T20 games have not been very high. So somebody scoring a century and getting rid of that shit is almost virtually impossible. So he could have played there, but you never know what he's up to, man. Like I think, dude, I genuinely think somebody needs to piss off Virat Kohli. Like Ganguly needs to go and just start shitting on him and saying like, just घटिया player है. Like Arshdeep bats better than you, and just everything. Like Natarajan has a better cover drive. Just insult him really, like on his face, and just piss him off, and then get his form back, man. That's what he needs, I think. I'm volunteering. If Virat Kohli needs a motivational coach, I'm happy to come to your house
yeah
and start
you
giving
can
him
just introduce him to the podcast
Well brought
Okay,
back. But by
we
the way,
have
I
one
just
super
want to
chat.
say,
Sorry,
uh,
one last one. Huh? Akshay Nikam says nowadays players rest when they're in bad form. First, they used to play Ranji to regain form.
I agree.
Dude,
Yeah,
completely agree. And also remember those India A, India B bullshit matches that used to happen. Like, it's not a bad idea for him to just go back. Dude, like, just go play some tennis ball cricket, no? Somewhere for like 20 minutes.
यार इतना मेरे को पता नहीं कि गोइंग इनटू सेमेंटिक्स ऑफ उसको क्या करना चाहिए क्या नहीं करना चाहिए आई एम प्रीटी श्योर हमसे बहुत ज्यादा एबल कैलकुलेटिव कोचेस वोचेस है उसको क्या बट
हाँ हाँ.
एंड ऑफ द डे first of all that point about you're saying कि अगर वो जिम्बाब्वे के अगेंस्ट मार भी दिया, वेस्ट इंडीज के अगेंस्ट मार भी देता, तो कुछ लोग तब भी बोलते बेकार है। वो तो देख, वो तो कुछ एंडलेस है। वो तो हमारे लिए भी लाइक at least at any position you cannot take every single criticism seriously also, सारे गाली लोग लेने वाले हैं, but you cannot dismiss all criticism as कि these the guys are all shit only। मतलब कुछ ना कुछ मतलब हम लोग भी अगर बोल लगा if somebody questions our work or something like that, we can't dismiss every single opinion outrightly।
Exactly.
People are fucking fucked up, but at the same time we can't take all of these opinions everything seriously also। So
Yeah,
वो तो है ही, but I know, man.
But I don't know if you feel like this, but sometimes you're on tour and every weekend you're somewhere or the other, and sometimes you just hit a bad patch and you're not able to get rhythm. Sometimes you do open mics in the weekday to feel better and it works. Sometimes you just take a break and like just go somewhere and clear your head and it works. So really it boils down to that, right? Like उसके दिमाग में क्या है जो उसको अड़चन आ रहा है, and then he has to figure out how to get rid of it. I just want to say कि ये एक चीज है पाकिस्तान श्रीलंका सीरीज का जो मुझे बहुत फनी लगा, क्योंकि इंग्लैंड आया और वो लोग सॉरी ऑस्ट्रेलिया आया श्रीलंका, और वो लोग श्रीलंका ने एकदम ऐसा उनको हराया तो सारे मतलब इट वाज अ ब्यूटीफुल मोमेंट फॉर श्रीलंका, राइट, कि देश निखर रहा है और टीम ने आके फिर पाकिस्तान आया और वो लोग ने हालत खराब कर दिया डूड श्रीलंका। अब मेरे को लग रहा है पूरा नेशनल मोरल डाउन हो जाएगा।
नहीं,
क्या बात कर रहा है? They won the second test.
They won the second test?
Yeah, what are you
अरे
talking
यार
about?
बस इतना
Sorry,
1.5 मिनट का मोनोलॉग दिया तू।
I was like, this is going somewhere. And then Akash is really in wedding season right now. He's like, मुझे wedding के अलावा कुछ नहीं दिख रहा.
The best part is
And
me
this
and
is
Sorabh
cricket
knew
fan.
it. Me and Sorabh knew where you were going with it, and we were like, अरे ये train होने देते हैं चलो।
But like, I really like the Sri Lanka side. It's like, it was a lot of fun that Prabhat Jayasuriya has come from nowhere and like taken, he thinks he's Akshar Patel or something odd, this guy. Taken 29 wickets in, I think, three or four tests, some crazy, ridiculous amount he's taken. But even in this, the test that they lost, it was literally Babar Azam gets out and you're like, you're done. Sabka morale down hai. So I've realized that the Pakistan team is like, it's genuinely very good side. But the dependence that they have on Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan, and Shaheen Shah Afridi is a lot. Like Shaheen Shah didn't play this test match for some reason, which I don't know if he was injured or whatever. But the bowling looked a little bit like, हाँ ठीक है. Like Hassan Ali की तो पाकिस्तान में लोग बहुत बैंड बजा रहे हैं. Because I think his average in like 4 tests is some bowling average is some 52 or something like that. So I'm very fascinated by all this.
हम सबसे बहुत ऊपर है बैंड बजाने में। अगर लगता है इंडिया में ट्रोलिंग होती है, पाकिस्तान में पंजाबियत इतनी ज्यादा है तो उधर ब्रूटल लेवल की ट्रोलिंग जो अलग होती है, वहाँ बहुत ऊपर की ट्रोलिंग होती है। पूरा आप सोच रहे हो वेस्ट दिल्ली को पूरा एक देश दे दिया है यार। देश बन गया ये, मजाक थोड़ी चल रहा है। वहाँ पे ट्रोलिंग बहुत ही अलग लेवल की होती है।
Dude, they get damn World Cup, man. But by the way, you know that South Africa might not make it for the ODI World Cup, right?
What? Why?
Because they're currently like the top 8 teams will make it. India's, I think top 8 or top 10, I've forgotten what the number is. South Africa is 11. And now they've cancelled their entire tour of Australia. So there is a small chance that South Africa may not make it. And like small means, but like there's a 30% chance that they might not make it for the ODI World Cup. Because if they don't finish in the top 8 or 10, they won't. And I'm like, that'll be damn
उनके
fun.
प्लेयर्स ही आधे न्यूजीलैंड के लिए खेल लेंगे, आधे सारे उनमें तो होता है ना गोरे कंट्रीज ट्रांसफर।
One second. I gotta take this. Shaurya Pathak is on fire in the chat. Okay? This is what he says. He says, yeah, cricket is very much equitable to comedy. Virat Kohli should do open mics to gain moral confidence.
But it's true. I think it is true. Like I think all things are the same job, but in different clothes.
Yeah.
What words of wisdom by Akash Mehta.
Boom.
Dude, I want to see
Only coherence
Kohli.
you'll get out of me.
Hi guys, it's me.
अगर हमको
Kohli. I
वारिक
know
को
a
नहीं
lot
कहा
of
होता ना, अब तक ऐसे ट्वीट एकदम वायरल जा रहा होता।
Dude, I really want to see Virat Kohli in an open mic night, man. Hey guys, yeah, I know you're looking at me and thinking I look like Babar Azam. Yeah.
Virat Kohli at
Don't
his
worry.
open mic night is exactly what Virat Kohli being Virat Kohli, but still like in bad form. Like you know how like he's not playing well, but अभी वो Johnny Bairstow को sledge कर रहा है और कितना गुस्सा आ रहा है. So it's like you don't want that confidence and entitlement without knowing the job. I don't want to see Virat Kohli.
Dude, Virat Kohli would be really good at crowd work. He could be the Harsh Gujral of cricket crowd work. He just gets really. He could do it. I think he can displace Harsh Gujral as number one crowd work comedian.
बताइए बताइए अभिजीत कुछ तो बताइए दिखा चेहरे पे
I've been supporting like I don't agree with this like because of late comedy में बहुत Harsh Gujral has been dissed a lot because
By
of
whom?
his thing by everybody by all the entitled
Really,
comedians
I have no complaints against him, man. I thought he's like,
Three
I think
seconds.
he's fucking hardworking dude, man.
That's
Dude,
exactly
no,
what I'm
seriously,
सही कर रहा है
he's a
I
fucking
genuinely
hardworking guy.
हाँ
Dude, like,
वर्क एथिक तो सही है
मैं इंडिया
crazy.
मैं
I was
सही
in-
बताऊं more than India's crowd work comedian I'm sorry but I was just trying to finish what I was saying that that he's India's first touring comic like वो proper मतलब not touring अब सभी करते हैं हम but हर दिन tour कर करके he has made his whole big ass audience so he's India's first like everybody kind of says that and it's a whole thing of crowd work comedian वाला but उसका he's proper he's hustled like fucking crazy and toured like crazy every day like for months and months and he has built up that base so yeah complete hats off.
I'm not dissing him, dude. I have no,
Yeah.
I have no,
but you can't not make fun of everybody in the scene
Yeah, I was just saying crowd work, man.
Fun of की बात नहीं चल रही है fun of तो obviously सब fun of how the fuck can we be comedians and we have against anything वो being made fun of but I'm saying the low browing or looking down at a thing जो होता है वो नहीं करना चाहिए मतलब वो वाला गलत लगता है सुनके तो
हाँ
I'm not doing that.
नहीं तू you're not doing Sorabh I'm sorry I was not
Dude,
even
so I was in
वो
Indore.
तो
It was like
देखा
Akash Mehta-
देखा सौरभ
Akash Mehta-
मेरी चाबी का कमाल है ये
आकाश मेहता tried to put me on a spot कि अरे what तूने मेरे को ऐश्वर्या मोहनराज के लिए ले same to you, no offense.
देख अभिजीत तेरा ना पूरा थॉट प्रोसेस ही ऐसा एंटी दिस वर्सेस दैट हो गया ट्विटर के कारण ये तेरे को सौरभ में खोट दिखता है मेरे में खोट दिखता है
नहीं दिखता है यार
The problem is
बहुत
you,
अच्छा
Abhijit.
लगा आपने 1 घंटा
It's
सौरभ
not
ने मेरे को
us.
काउंसलिंग किया यार पूरा फोन पे ऐसा पूरा मेरे को मेरा लाइफ सॉर्ट आउट किया यार मेरे को सौरभ में खुद का को दिखेगा यार नहीं यार
Dude, so I was in Indore doing a show, and Marmar ki had sold like some 100 tickets, okay? And the organizer is telling me, he's like, sir, अभी हर्ष गुजराल आया, उसने एक शो किया, वो सोल्ड आउट हुआ, उसने एक्स्ट्रा शो ऐड किया, वो सोल्ड आउट हो गया. So this is in 2 days. I think he sold, I think 1,200 tickets per show.
Yeah.
And then the night before, he decides कि चलो एक और शो add. I think 4 days before he decides एक और शो add ही कर लेते हैं. So he has a second show on the day that sells out. Then he adds a third show, which like on the night before, and I'm like, dude, did he just sell 4,500 tickets in Indore? What the fuck? And he did 4 shows, like 1.5 2 hours each, 4 shows in a weekend. So and 3 in a day, and I'm like, dude, like, and I know that what he does is that he's doing weekday shows, he's doing weekend shows, and he's like fully into it. So I have nothing but respect for that shit, man. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not like I haven't seen. I've honestly never seen his stand up. I've only seen his crowd work because that's what's out there. So I don't know how to judge him as a comedian. But yeah, crowd work is fun. It's like I have no complaints. I have nothing.
नहीं मेरे को तो नहीं
funny putting out crowd work videos ourselves so
nobody watches them.
I like the bits over the crowd work but मेरे को तो वही लगता है कि यार मतलब मैं जोक्स तो सब पे करता है मेरे को लगता है हम सब चूतिया ही है तो मतलब और वर्क एथिक इज लाइक फकिंग ए बट हम सब चूतिया ही है ऐसा तो वो तो है उसका कोई सुझाव नहीं है.
Okay, a lot of people, by the way, are asking if we are watching CWG. ये 3-4 कमेंट आ गए. All round
Commonwealth Games.
मेरा माइग्रेन हो किसी रात के 1 बजे तक बैठ के मैं टेबल टेनिस देख रहा था इंडिया वर्सेस नाइजीरिया.
बाप रे.
तो हाँ तो मैं तो मतलब वो तो देखना ही है यार obviously. CWG I'm watching and yeah India's doing fine. I mean do you guys know this by the way? Shooting is not a part of this Commonwealth. Sorabh, I thought we could.
Oh shit! I was wondering why it's not there. I genuinely didn't realize that.
And that is one. Look, basically, shooting is kind of optional on the host country. Like shooting होगा कि नहीं होगा, तो मतलब वो optional रहता है. और इस बार क्योंकि उधर हो रहा है, तो उन लोगों का and there's a conspiracy theory also because shooting में ही इंडिया के maximum medals आते हैं. India is one of the strongest contenders in shooting. So इसीलिए one of the whole conspiracy theories कि इस बार बर्मिंघम में हो रहा है तो उन्होंने वो कर दिया कि इसमें तो वैसे ही वो लोग जीतते हैं तो fuck off shooting हम रखते ही नहीं रहे but logistics issue भी बोल रहे थे कि ये बहुत दूर था वगैरह but हाँ
the weird thing is that I think they had a similar games in America where like shooting was optional, but a lot of the crowd participated.
I love the serious face
तुम
with which
लोग
you went on the first
but
half of that paragraph, Saurabh. That was well
but
played with the poker full
but I
credit.
can believe कि ट्रांसपोर्ट में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था बिकॉज देखो कल भी किट लेट पहुंचे टीम में कल मैच
अरे
डिले हो गया डूड
वेस्ट इंडीज अलग जगह है और मतलब विद ऑल ड्यू
हाँ.
रेस्पेक्ट वेस्ट इंडीज थोड़ा इंडिया जैसा है कि मतलब मतलब हम लोग रिलेट कर सकते हैं यार उधर थोड़ी ना इतना मतलब आई डोंट जो भी है शूटिंग नॉट बीइंग अ पार्ट ऑफ द कॉमनवेल्थ ओनली इज
yeah
वियर्ड but still India is doing pretty well. I'm Sorabh Ghoshal won his yesterday's match and he was very good. Today he's going to be playing with but Sorabh Ghoshal is a squash player and squash
Yeah.
मेरे को वैसे ही बहुत ही soft spot है for squash because squash amongst all racket sports gets the least amount of credit or fame or anything like for squash players even the world and I'm not talking about in India and just generally world over nobody knows who's the number one squash player or something like that it is a very पैसा भी कम मिलता है popularity भी कम है तो racket sports whereas it's a grueling sport it's a crazy sport तो उसमें सौरभ घोषाल जीता today is going to be playing the world number 1 or 2 जो Paul Cole है तो it's going to be a fascinating match मजा आएगा देखने में
Dude, and lawn bowl is also we made it to lawn bowl. Then and then somebody is there a lot of people setting history this year, man. It's like amazing.
लॉन बॉल
Squash.
होता क्या है ऐसे कैसे खेलते हैं लॉन बॉल
Lawn ball is that SI you just throw that thing like that, no? Isn't that what it is? And then it has to
Isn't
go.
like bowling
No,
only
that's
more or
is that
less?
curling? No, that's curling. Wait,
that's
I gotta check out
curling
lawn
is
ball.
on ice फिर उसको ऐसा ऐसा घिसते हैं उसके आगे जैसे वो
Lawn ball
जाता
क्या
है
है रे?
मतलब उसमें जो टीम जीती है अपनी उसमें एक डीपीएस आरकेपुरम की
हाँ.
पीटी टीचर है यार तो मतलब
ओह
that's
क्या
वाओ
बात कर रहा
हाँ
है?
हाँ
Wow. So lawn ball is
पीटी
basically
टीचर
like it's like curling जो लोग बोल ice में करते हैं it's roughly the same concept but in like grass if you know what curling is where they throw it like that
yeah
and it has to hit the ball and all that stuff roughly the same. Cookie says it took me fucking 30 minutes to understand lawn ball. Yeah.
exactly
I've literally marked and by the way this is one of the I have to say thanks to Sony Live for putting up highlights of all this stuff on YouTube. Because
हाँ
I don't understand the timings and stuff like that, and at least you get to like watch it later on आराम से. Like even
गाइस
when
पर तुम लोग
हाँ
सॉरी
बोल ना
बोल नहीं तुम लोग जब देख रहे हो तो अटक जा रहा है बार-बार क्या सोनी लिव एंड अगर चैट पे भी
अरे
कोई बताए
बहुत
क्योंकि
बहुत
मेरे साथ तो
अटकता है रे
बहुत अटकता रहता है मैं
बहुत
बार-बार बैक
अटकता
बहुत
है
करके फिर से दोहराता रहता हूं इतना इरिटेटिंग लगता है रात को 1 बजे तक
especially
बैठ
when
के देख
coming out of an ad like if it's going from ad to the sport whatever you're watching it'll like this and the sound will continue and the video will stop
तो वो तो
yeah
फिर भी ठीक है मैच के बीच में यार वाइटल फकिंग इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट पे अचानक से अटक गया फिर 2 मिनट में कभी ठीक हो जाता है कभी वरना बैक करके अब 3 पॉइंट निकल गए तो इतना गुस्सा आता है
hmm.
यार थोड़ा सा
no but you've been watching properly or what Abhijit how are we doing in table tennis I have not been tuning in too much
I think the men's just won the semi-finals or semi-finals हाँ they won the semi-finals yesterday over Nigeria तो और तीनों ही मैचेस जीत गए तीन मैच मतलब 3 आउट ऑफ 5 जीतने थे तो फर्स्ट 3 ओनली ही जीत गए डबल्स वाला जीत
Hmm.
गए और टेबल टेनिस में बहुत फनी है यार ऑल द प्लेयर्स हु आर ऑल लाइक एटलीस्ट मेंस वाले में एटलीस्ट द गाय हु प्लेड आवर सिंगल्स वन द फर्स्ट वन ही इज लाइक 41 ईयर ओल्ड तो नाइजीरिया का भी जो खेल रहा है वो भी सम 38 39 है फिर डबल्स में नाइजीरिया का एक प्लेयर है वो भी 43 44 है so it's just very nice to see like all हम उम्र older people fucking just killing it
so you know like one of the things one of the weird facts right which I discovered long back Nana Patekar was like trying to compete in Maharashtra as a shooter right so
of
he used to
course
go
he
to
was
the Maharashtra Rifle Association as a shooter and the main reason he
Worli
did that was
hmm.
because it's one of the few sports that your age doesn't matter like the winner can be 54 the winner can be like the age group if you notice like I don't know if it's changed a little bit now but back then it was like you could be of any age so I also got chaska I'm like मैं भी करेगा ये so I went to Maharashtra Rifle Association for 1 year I was just like on and off popping in and out it was damn good fun man
wow
yeah
hey
shit that's
I'm also life member if you ever want to go and shoot a few rounds together it'll be fun
yeah
I
let's
am a
go
big
man
fan yeah
let's go
my dad
I
is
don't know
a state level pistol shooter he is one of these people he in his 40s he won bronze in the state wala one that he took
क्या
part
बात
in
कर रहा है
yeah
wow I didn't know you had
so
achievers in your family
ओवर अचीवर्स ओनली मैं ही एक है बट लाइक ये मैं एयर पिस्टल वो जो लेड पैलेट वाला जो बुलेट रहता है ना जिसमें जो सिंगल लोड वाला वो मैं करने को मजा आता है बहुत आई हैव नॉट
अरे बहुत मजा
लाइक या
my
अदरवाइज मैं
obsession
पैसिफिस्ट
is
है
shooting is परसों मेरे चंडीगढ़ के शो में एक ऐसे लड़की बैठी, वो मतलब बंदा भाई बहन बैठे हुए, तो उनसे मैंने बात की, व्हाट डू यू डू, एंड शी इज लाइक आई एम अ शूटर फॉर इंडिया. ये
Whoa.
father about this man, this blows me away. This is amazing.
Dude, but you know what the most interesting thing about all these athletes is, right? Like a lot of them when they're upcoming, right? Like Neeraj Chopra had been following for 3 years prior to him winning everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they win, like, so I just DM them saying, "Hey, good job, blah blah blah." Dude, like if you get the chance, just do it, because
Yeah.
the complete lack of attention that we sometimes give them is not even funny. Like even if somebody who's won a bronze medal today, the number of people sending them messages or tagging them or just making comments is very less. So I made friends with a few of them, man. Like there's a guy called Sajjan Prakash who's India's only swimmer at the last Olympics. And
Oh, wow.
very sweet dude, man. I met him in Dubai and he was telling me about his training schedule. And I was like, my God, dude. Like it is crazy. It's ridiculous the training schedule these people go through. Like you think about yourself as a comedian, right? Sometimes you talk to anybody who has a job. You're like, क्या करते हैं यार उन लोग? ये क्या है?
Chill करते
Yeah,
हैं.
guys, this is how you get guests for your podcast. This is what we need to learn. This is, you have to invest in them. जो message डालते रहो
As
कोई भी
people.
सही. As people, yeah, say that's how you get it.
Yeah, like
I've
been trying to get HS Pranoy for a while because after that win and all, and even his one of the things was that he didn't make it to the CWG side because it's not like the earlier one. So yeah,
As in?
and it's interesting. I think in the one that they won was it the Thomas Cup? Thomas Cup it was, right?
Yeah.
The one which India
Thomas
won.
Cup India जीती, हाँ.
Yeah, so Thomas Cup mein there was I think singles and doubles and one more, and so the squad was a little larger. I think in the CWG you're allowed, I think that the number of players is supposed to be less. So I think he was third in
Oh.
line because he's in top 20, and I think he was third in line, so he didn't make it. Even
But
though
yes,
that
No.
dude,
yeah,
that
it's very
guy is
competitive
crazy,
in,
man.
it's very
Yeah,
competitive
but
in badminton now.
dude, he's literally you follow this guy. Like I mean, I'm not talking about Lakshay and all these guys who are anyway killing it in badminton. Like he's literally over the last year and a half or so, he's suddenly catapulted himself to the top 20, and his game is like improved and all that shit. So you talk to some of these people, you get really insecure about your own existence, right? Because you're like, कितना time बिता रहे हो तुम लोग मतलब training में? Like the amount of effort, the amount of mental conditioning, physical conditioning is crazy. But anyway, what else
Yeah.
is happening in CWG? I'm not following at all.
नहीं वही कल ये इंडिया बैडमिंटन में भी चली गई. आई थिंक फाइनल्स में ही तो गई ना. हाँ फाइनल्स में ही तो गई.
Semi-final
सिंगापुर
में.
को हराया और पीवी सिंधु ने
हाँ.
अपना मैच जीता. फिर डबल्स वाला मैं देखा नहीं, बट लक्ष्य सेन का मैंने देखा. लक्ष्य सेन ने सिंगापुर के बंदे को हरा दिया, तो उसने चले गए.
हाँ.
सेमीफाइनल में गए अभी या फाइनल्स में गए? आई थिंक सेमीफाइनल्स में गए या फाइनल्स में गए. किसमें गए?
Just checking.
कल सिंगापुर को हराया. इतना वो मैच देख रहा था मैं. मतलब चले ही जाएगा फाइनल्स
चलो,
में
I'll
इंडिया
start
तो.
watching today.
हाँ, बट इट्स गुड फन. आई एम वाचिंग. इट्स गुड फन.
Awesome. Okay,
मैं
we'll
तो
take
नहीं
last
कर
few
पाऊंगा.
questions and then we'll bounce. हाँ, तेरा तो शादी चालू है.
नहीं
तेरा
यार,
तो कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा.
शादी आदि है कैसे?
मुझे तो ये पौधे भी अभी इसमें डालने के ठीक से अभी तक सिर्फ ये मैंने रखे हैं. इनको प्लांट करना है पहले. इसमें काफी कुछ है.
ये रियल पौधे है.
हाँ हाँ
देख के बहुत ही पेंटिंग वाइब्स आ रही थी.
है ना. ग्रीन स्क्रीन जैसा लगता है ना कमरा.
हाँ,
Ah.
nice.
Oh, dude, it's India versus Malaysia today in badminton finals. Oh my God.
Woo!
Exciting.
Kick their ass.
And guys, if you guys are
Badminton.
watching badminton finals, please also do watch squash में सौरभ घोषाल का. मेरे को लगता है स्क्वाश को बहुत ही स्टेप मदरली ट्रीटमेंट मिलता है. इंडिया में तो मेरे को लगता है कल डालू भी था. इंडिया में तो एक बंदे ने रिप्लाई किया कि स्क्वाश बिकॉज इट हैज अ एलिटिस्ट मेंटालिटी जस्ट लाइक गोल्फ. And to which I said that's just because इंडिया में हमेशा बॉलीवुड में विलेन को दिखाया स्क्वाश खेलते हुए. उसके चक्कर में साला आधा लोग को वो लगता है. स्क्वाश में बेचारा सौरभ घोषाल इतना कर रहा है. And it's a great sport. पॉल के साथ मैच है. It will be a great fucking match. तो देखो मस्त सपोर्ट करने का.
Okay, last questions. Last few comments I'll take. Okay, wait, what is this? Oh, wait, what is this? Sorry, I forgot what I was supposed to say. Srinivas Younger says, man, I just want to say I have genuine appreciation for all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it, friend. Then,
We have appreciation
where
for
is it
you
gone?
for having appreciation for us.
Yes.
Akash, will you invite your ex-girlfriends too? I think this is a reference to your wedding again. I think
No.
did Aishwarya Mohan Raj invite her exes? Is that the story? I don't know. That's what the reference is.
Yeah, I don't know, but no.
Okay, super. That's about it for us from today. Anybody has anything to promote, anything coming up, please feel free to plug anything that's going on.
Yeah, just
I have
measure-
one. Yeah. I have one show in Pune this Thursday if you want to come. 3 new videos coming out this month, and the Vartalab podcast with me and Naveen is back. It's on the Vartalab channel or anywhere you get your podcast from. That's all. Thank you.
Where you get your podcast from? Stash hai kya bhai?
Yeah. And middle of September next tour, wedding show it's called. Oh, so well timed. Yeah.
वही तो उसका जो था. This is Aishwarya Mohanraj post the wedding. कितना डिस करके
अभी
इतना
ये
वो
पूरा
दिखा
ज्ञान
के
दिया
सब
कि
कुछ
नहीं
करा
मैं
के
sponsor
बिना
नहीं करूंगा।
like,
विराट शेरवानी sponsored by this and everything. अरे नहीं, I
बिना
will do it.
बिना खानदान के चेहरे दिखाए.
Oh wow, so ethical.
Abhijit, what's coming up, man?
नहीं, I'm just doing touring lot more. तो काफी shows कर रहा हूँ. But उसके बाद हाँ तो अभी Bangalore, Hyderabad, then Pune. Most likely going to be touring Gujarat also in September. So I'll keep adding shows. So come for the shows. Follow me on Instagram and एक दो वीडियो तो आते रहेंगे YouTube पे डालूंगा ही मस्त. तो बस वही है बस. बाकी
Okay,
watch squash guys. Watch squash. Yeah.
What's squash? I
मैं
have
तेरे को
Sajid said
मिलेगा
looking forward
सितंबर में.
to seeing you in
Oh,
Bhubaneswar.
Bhubaneswar.
I'm going to be in Bhubaneswar on Saturday. On Sunday, I'm going to be in Kolkata. And also added shows in Dubai and
Any
where else
particular
am I
reason
doing?
you went Kolkata like that?
उसके ऑडियंस सब 5 साल के बच्चे हैं, तो उनको आवाजें अच्छी लगती है.
Sorabh की
हाँ,
audience.
yeah.
अरे नहीं रे, वो बच्चों के साथ पूरा दिन करता रहता रहेगा ना.
And then oh yeah, shows being added in Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad. So lots of cities coming. Sorappan.com for tickets and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Again, we're doing it weekly. I missed last week.
Smash
because
that
really
like
traveling a
button,
lot.
guys. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
Love it,
Smash
Abhijit.
it with a rod.
Smash it with a rod, guys. Come on, that's it. Break your laptops, break your phones, do it. And yeah, that's about it, friends. Watch the CWG, watch whatever else you have to, and also keep suggesting guests, etc. I'm trying to talk to a bunch of people, some authors, etc., who I should get at some stage. I might do one more podcast this week on Sunday. Let's see, depending on how network is in my place. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Akash Mehta, Abhijit Ganguly, a pleasure doing business with you, friends.
Love you, Sorabh. Love you,
Bye.
as
Love you
always.
guys.
You are the best.
Love
you are the
you.
greatest, nicest.
You're
Do we have
the
to get off
best
the
also.
call if the live shuts? Can we still
No,
talk
no,
after the live is over?
One second, let me end the broadcast and then say
And give our
thank you
real,
everybody
honest
for watching.
opinions about comedians. And give our honest opinion. उसके बाद
Love you
बात
all,
करेंगे.
marry me. Goodbye, friends. Ending broadcast.